and yourself in particular, you have Operation Dudula, and supporters or people who are sympathetic to that cause are very aggrieved that you are siding with the foreign nationals, and they are going as far as saying you are protecting the alleged drug lords. What's your response
Those are
to
small
South
kids.
Africans?
I have no time for small kids. Those are small kids with small brains, the size of a peanut.
Welcome back to Mzansi Real Talk, where we dive into the heart of South African political discussions. In today's episode, we're unpacking a significant question: why won't some South Africans vote for the economic freedom fighters? Many claim that Julius Malema, the charismatic leader, is not a true Pan-Africanist. However, every move he makes seems geared towards the betterment of Africans as a whole. The EFF is facing a challenge: a loss of supporters due to controversial stances on foreigners and the hot-button issue of open borders. While many admire Malema, there's confusion about his unwavering commitment to prioritizing Africans over South Africans. Today, we'll delve into the heart of this matter. But before we jump in, have you ever compared the EFF logo to the Pan-African logo? Side by side, the resemblance is uncanny. If this doesn't speak volumes about why the EFF is so pro-Africanism, perhaps nothing will open your eyes.
Now I'm prepared to go home. Now I'm fine. I will never take a platform and denounce Africans. I will never do it. If it means votes are going, let them go. Now I'm prepared to go home. But to take a platform and please white minority by pointing a finger at my other fellow black brothers, I'm not going to do that. When I see a Nigerian or a Zimbabwean or a Congolese or Ghanaian, I see myself. EFF can commission
We are happy to announce that PLO Lumumba is here with us. And our chief guest, Julius Malema, is here with us.
So his very presence in this assembly is a testament to the fact that he is a Pan-Africanist.
Now, join us as we dissect these reasons and contemplate the potential impact on the EFF's voter base. Before we dive into the details, if you find value in content that sparks real talk, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Now, let's unravel the reasons that might sway people away from casting their vote for the EFF in the context of Malema's views on Pan-Africanism. Now let us look into what is Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism is a movement that seeks to promote unity among people of African descent, both on the continent and in the diaspora. It emerged in the late 19th century and gained momentum during the 20th century. The ideology emphasizes solidarity, cultural awareness, and the pursuit of common political and economic goals. The objectives of Pan-Africanism include combating colonialism, addressing racial inequalities, and fostering economic cooperation among African nations. It has played a significant role in the struggles for independence across the continent. The movement envisions a united Africa that transcends colonial-imposed borders and works towards the collective advancement of African people globally. There are several prominent leaders who have been advocates of Pan-Africanism. Some notable figures include 1. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana and a key figure in the fight against colonialism. Nkrumah played a crucial role in the Pan-African movement. 2. Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican activist who founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association and championed the Back to Africa movement. 3. Webb Du Bois, an African-American scholar and civil rights activist who co-founded the NAACP. Du Bois was a strong supporter of Pan-Africanism and attended several Pan-African congresses. 4. Haile Selassie, the Emperor of Ethiopia, who became a symbol of resistance against Italian colonization and a supporter of Pan-African unity. 5. Patrice Lumumba, the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, who advocated for African unity and faced challenges from Western powers. These leaders, among others, contributed significantly to the Pan-African movement, each in their unique way. Now, before we continue our exploration into the reasons some might hesitate to vote for the EFF, I want to take a moment to connect with you, our viewers. If you're finding this discussion thought-provoking and if you appreciate content that brings real talk to the forefront, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop your thoughts, opinions, or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
Xenophobia violence seems to be spreading among foreign nationals here. In Germiston, east of Johannesburg, most shopkeepers from countries like Ethiopia, Somalia, and other parts of Africa have closed their businesses in anticipation of looting.
In this imagined scenario, where open borders are a cornerstone of Pan-Africanism, there are concerns that crime rates could potentially spike. With people entering the country without proper documentation, it might be easier for criminals to evade law enforcement, posing a challenge to public safety. Consider the potential strain on home affairs. The increased demand for services due to open borders could overwhelm the system, leading to inefficiencies in immigration control and regulation.
More stun grenades there, Natasha. Police are now firing stun grenades because they're unable to move in these two inyalas from this area to where students are now flinging these stones.
In the education sector, concerns arise about the strain on resources. With open borders, there might be an influx of students, potentially impacting the quality of education and exacerbating existing challenges in the system.
Healthcare workers and trade unionists at the Chris Hani Hospital in Soweto, South Africa. In solidarity with frontline workers, they've come to protest what they say is a high level of unemployment, persistent corruption in government.
Turning to the health sector, open borders might strain healthcare institutions, making it challenging to meet the increased demand for services. This could potentially impact the overall well-being of the nation. As we explore these concerns, remember the potential strain on the public purse. Open borders could lead to increased expenditure in various sectors, raising questions about funding and its potential impact on the economy. Job scarcity is another worry. With concerns about limited employment opportunities, open borders might intensify competition for jobs, leaving many without employment. In conclusion, as we navigate the intricacies of South African politics, it's essential to consider the alternative that Malema and the EFF bring to the table. Unlike the ANC, which has been accused of misleading South Africans on border issues, Malema's EFF addresses the elephant in the room: the laws introduced by the ANC government that have led to a significant influx of foreigners into the country. The concern extends beyond policy to the reported issues of corruption. Allegations of bribes at border gates and within the Department of Home Affairs paint a troubling picture. Recent census data indicates 62.5 million residents in South Africa, but the reality might be far different, potentially exceeding 70 million and harboring close to 80 million when accounting for undocumented migrants. Now, the concern of South Africans regarding open borders and the problems it might cause is not new. Mzansi's borders have been open since 1994, and the census data doesn't reflect the true problems that South Africans face. It's a call to action: either close the gates or open them under the EFF, but living under the illusion created by the ANC, which seeks to fool us about secured borders while the country remains unaware of the true number of its residents. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please smash the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel. Till we meet next time, this is where Real Talk meets reality. Stay informed, stay curious.